When it comes to assessing our runners for hip pain, for knee pain, for shin splints, plantar fasciitis, we always make sure we address or assess single leg stability or strength as it compares side to side. Now, why is this important? When we run, we spend nearly the entire time on one leg. So there, we want to know, is one leg weaker or stronger than the other? So for instance, let's say we find that the right leg is generally weaker than the left leg. We go for a 3-mile run. Those 3 miles might be totally fine for the left leg to withstand, but potentially those 3 miles might have exceeded the tissue capacity or the limits of that right leg, and now we've got inflammation, irritation, and pain happening somewhere. Or potentially, because the right leg doesn't produce enough force, the body may compensate and try to get the left side to work harder, and now we're on the verge of exceeding the capacity of the left leg and potentially pain and irritation on that side. So I'm going to show you guys 2 easy home kind of tests to try to identify any differences side to side. This is our single leg squat test. So we're going to want to start with our feet together, toes facing straight ahead. I'm going to take one away, it's going to stay in the air, and work on squatting down low and slow and come back up. Again, low and slow, come back up, and we'll typically go for 3 to 5 reps on each side and kind of see how we compare. Now, obviously we want to identify, do we have any pain with doing the squat on either side? And subjectively, do we feel like one side is stronger or weaker than the other? What we also want to look at here is the quality of the movement. So we're looking for that knee to track right over the kind of midline of the foot and back out. I'll get my hands out of the way here. So kind of like so. That's what we would consider a good rep. Now, if we see this knee starting to collapse inward here, inside the toe, we see it kind of look like this, that can be an indication of a lack of strength or stability somewhere in that leg. Now, definitely something we would want to make note of, because that can be an, again, indicator of weakness, but also can predispose us to certain types of pain if it goes kind of unchecked or unsolved. So if you see something like that, or you're having pain with either the squat on either side, definitely give us a call, and we're happy to help you find the source of that weakness or pain. This is our single leg hop test. This test will often and hopefully help identify any endurance differences side to side. So what you'll want is either put a piece of tape on the floor in front of you, or find a mark that you can reliably kind of jump over. So we'll start standing on one leg on one side of the mark, and then 30 seconds, you want to hop back and forth over the line as many times as you can. So it should look a little something like this. And again, I'm going to go for 30 seconds and figure out how many hops, count them, can you get within that 30-second window. Then repeat on the other side and compare the numbers. Ideally, we'd like to see those numbers be relatively close to each other, but if you're noticing a big gap between the 2 sides, can be indicative of a little bit of a strength or efficiency, or I should say endurance weakness side to side comparatively. We also want to note if there's pain with either side. These things, again, would be something to address in clinic, and we'd be more than happy to help you identify either the source of that pain or that inefficiency or lack of endurance or strength.